Hello, everyone. This is Shania Richardson of She Rich Educational Consulting with Inclusive and Diversified Classroom Management 101. This is blog number 5, Project Based and Extended Learning Ideas. Here it is, the blog that you've been waiting for. Let's get it. Project-based learning idea number 1. Goals in a cereal box is what I call this one. In blog number 1, what the hook gonna be, I talked about structure and pacing. I talked about the first step is having a hook. And then going into your do now or your bell ringer. Going into your guided practice, independent practice, then closing it out with an exit ticket, and then having your enrichment activity or extended learning activity right at the end. So, for clarification, just in case I've lost you, I'm using extended learning and enrichment activity interchangeably, so you won't be confused. But here is the essential breakdown. Extended learning and enrichment activities can last about a week. But if you're looking at a project-based learning activities can take months to complete. Or it may take a semester or an entire school year, depending on how you align it and set the goals and the standards for that. Now, what I'm going to talk about today, the cereal box activity, goals in a cereal box, this can stretch throughout the entire school year. First thing students need, of course, are cereal boxes. So, as you view this video, you can start saving them now. Quick disclaimer for family members of teachers. In case you have not accepted this, in case you have not realized this, teachers are hoarders. We save everything. Why? Because we might need it one day. We may can use it to help enrich our lessons. So, when you see your educator at home saving cereal boxes, for the love of God, do not throw them away. We will get you for throwing away our cereal boxes. There will be consequences and repercussions because it's for our lesson. Now, you just have to love us how we are now, flaws and all. So, be supportive. Help collect cereal boxes. All right. So, during the extended learning or enrichment segment of your lesson, have your students personalize their cereal box. And I've done it. Here's my personalized cereal box. I've covered it. So, since everybody is not artistically inclined, you can allow your students to print pictures off the internet or use photographs from home, or they can use drawings, just as long as it looks nice and neat, to cover the front of their cereal boxes. On the spine of the box, I've listed my personal information, my name, my birth date, my hobbies, my interests, things like that, facts about myself, like how many kids I have, so forth and so on. And on the other side of the spine, I've listed my goals for the year. Some are short-term, some are long-term goals. Now, on the back of the cereal box, which I have not done, but you will have your students do, is write a autobiography about themselves, including details like where they were born, how many brothers and sisters they have, where they live, have they lived in any other states, do they have pets, things like that to be included in the autobiography. Now, the inside of the cereal box, we're going to use this to the fullest. We're going to use all sides, inside and out. There will store your student's journal. So, just a little composition notebook. And in the journal, they will document the process of the goals that they're trying to reach. Like, what are they doing on a daily basis, or however often you would like to assign the journaling activity. Maybe you assign it once a week. Maybe you assign it every day. But in the journal, students will journal about the steps that they've taken to reach these goals, whichever ones they have picked to write about, and how things are going along and how it's turning out. Also, in the inside of the box, they will have their artifacts there. And basically, artifacts can be like progress reports. If that's one of their goals, to make the honor roll, put a progress report in there. Ribbons, awards, drawings, poems, graded tests or graded classwork, photos, or any trinket that symbolize their progression of success. So, depending on whatever the goal is, they're going to put an artifact in the box that represents what the goal is that they're trying to achieve. As I mentioned, this project can extend throughout the entire school year. And it's something that students can work on daily after the classwork is complete. It is also a great go-to on those crazy days where the projector is broken, the internet server is down, the copier ran out of ink, the printer is broken, you have to leave right quick to go handle an emergency. Life happens. So, it's great for those things, a filler, because you don't have to reintroduce this lesson. This is something that the kids have been working on all semester long. So, if you need an emergency plan, you can say, hey, everyone work on your boxes, document your goals, things like that. You don't have to recreate some grandiose activity for them to do because they're familiar. Everybody knows what's going on. If you would like complete directions and pacing for this lesson, it is available on my website that's listed down in the description tab. So there you can get a clearer understanding of how to use this in your day-to-day or week-to-week or whatever frequency rate you want to use. Even though the standards are based in ELA, when you view the lesson plans for this activity, it's okay. And guess why it's okay? Anybody want to take a stab at it? Why is it okay that the lesson plans are ELA? Because of 6 magic words. You know what those words are? Allowing think time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spill those beans, and you can say it with me. Literacy across the curriculum. Let's say it again. Literacy across the curriculum. Oh, that's 4 words. So, I'm going to take math teachers. You don't have to know how to teach essay writing to incorporate this project in your class, because journaling is just that. It's just an expression of your ideas. And when you're grading journaling, you don't want to necessarily grade for grammar, because it's a free write. It's their opinion, it's their feelings. And the essence of the lesson is to document how you're processing your goals and how you're planning on achieving them. That's what it's about. Now, if you see grammatical errors, you can circle them, underline them, and help them correct them. But, to put all that emphasis on capitalization and punctuation in a journal assignment, that's a bit much. So, you don't have to worry about that too much, as long as they did it and follow the requirements for it. The more students practice their writing, the better they will become at writing. And the more they'll be able to organize ideas. And you will see that the ability to express what they're thinking will help you in your class and help them articulate what they need in order to learn your lessons and your activities that they do in your class. All right. So, also, just inserting this in, you can ask your students to be specific with your goals. And if you're going to use it in multiple classes, if students are going to have a cereal box for each class, this is like for upper schools where the kids change classes. So you can do it across, different disciplines, and have your students tailor their goals to, the subject you teach. If you teach history, what are your goals this year in the history class? And they can do the same thing that they're doing in ELA, in history, in math, in science, in whatever subject. So it's transferable. Another benefit to this project is that you get to travel inside the minds of your students. You can gain insight on what they're struggling with, and you can strategize how you're going to help them. You can find out what motivates them and use that to your benefit to enhance their scoring on your assessments that they take for you. So, the next enrichment activity is not project-based learning, because remember I said project-based learning, it lasts longer, but enrichment activities, they can last like a day or a week. But you're constantly recreating new material for enrichment activities. This activity is called the 4 square activity. Now,